it's Candy. Today I'm going to do yet another new different kind of video. I've been kind of into different things lately. I got kind of bored of doing the same thing over and over, and sometimes you just want to film, and when you just want to film, you got to kind of come up with something because maybe you don't have the stuff for the haul. Maybe you don't want to go to the store to get stuff for a haul. Or maybe you're just not feeling filming makeup or nails or hair or whatever it is. Sometimes you just want to be silly, or sometimes you just want to tell a story. And that's exactly what I'm going to do today, guys. I'm going to do a story time video. Now, a story time video is pretty much me telling you a story. If you haven't seen YouTubers doing it, it's a thing everybody's doing now, and I have some pretty interesting stories, and my friends all should say I should write a book. My sister and I always talk about it and joke about it, so I figured why not just share my stories on my YouTube channel, and maybe they could help you in some shape, form, fashion, or way. Maybe they make you laugh. Hopefully they don't make you cry. Maybe some of them inspire you. Maybe some of them make you mad. I don't know. But either way, maybe it helps you. Maybe it gives you entertainment. For whatever reason, I just figured I'm kind of crazy. My life is kind of crazy, and why not share the craziness with my favorite people, you guys, the internet. If you watch my channel frequently, you will notice that I do a lot of things at the beach, or I talk about the beach, and every weekend I go to see sunrise on the beach. So this past weekend I had met a different friend than I usually go with, because the friend that I always go with to sunrise is out of the country right now.
Bitch, I'm so jealous. She's in Costa Rica. Aren't you jealous? I'm so freaking jealous.
So one of my new friends that I recently made decided to go do sunrise with me instead, and we met up at Starbucks, well, near Starbucks or whatever, so that we could grab some coffee and then head out together, since she didn't know really where I go to the beach. So I get there a few minutes before her, and I park, and I'm waiting, and I drive with my windows down 90% of the time. So like, I just parked and had the windows down and didn't think anything about it. And it is before like sunrise. It is like, I don't know, I think it was about 6:15 at this point. I'm sitting on my phone texting her to be like, oh, you need to park here. And I'm like changing the text because I'm like, hey girl, I'm here. Meet me, you might want to park. No, I don't want to tell her how to park. Park here so that you don't wait. So I kept changing it over and over, right? So I hear something over here, and I hear a noise, and it kind of startled me. I saw something out of my peripheral, and I look over and I'm like, oh, you startled me, you know? So at first glance, I didn't think anything about it. I just figured she was just a woman walking to Starbucks to get a coffee in the morning. And she kind of, you know, as she's walking, I think I had said something like, oh, you startled me or whatever, you know? And then she says, she's like, oh yeah, I had to go back to the house. She was carrying like a bag like this or whatever. She's like, I had to go back to the house to get my wallet because I left my wallet at home. I am over here doing laundry and I left my wallet at home, and I had to go back and get my wallet and whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, man, I get that, whatever. And so she's kind of just standing there lingering around, just lingering. And I'm sitting there on my phone like this, and it's lit up because it's so dark out, and so my little phone is lit up or whatever, and so I'm just kind of like, please go away, because I don't like instant, like, not instant, what's that word, like, I guess spontaneous, but what I was gonna say was like, just, I feel like ambushed, you know, so I don't like that, and I feel uncomfortable. I don't know whether to roll the windows up, I'd be rude, or, like, I just was like I was having an anxiety attack, right? So I was just like trying to be like, okay, just focus on your phone. I didn't think anything about it, right? So she says, oh yeah, I see your phone. Man, it reminds me I left my phone at home too. And oh my goodness, I said, oh, still oblivious, still completely oblivious. I'm like, are you serious, girl? Like, that is like the worst fucking thing, right? Because you're gonna be bored as fuck sitting at a laundromat with no phone. I mean, we live on these things, and at a laundromat, aren't you gonna be, I mean, you're gonna be so bored. She's like, yeah. It's like, man, I'm so sorry, whatever. Still thinking she's gonna walk over there to the Starbucks and get a coffee or food or something. She then proceeds to take a step into, like, in and looks in my car, kind of, and I have pretty dark tint on my windows. And remember, it's dark outside. I did park under a light, though, to be honest, because I wanted my friend to be able to see me and whatever. So she says, do you have a baby in the car? What girl? What? I think I probably at that point was like, holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck. I do have a baby car seat in the back of my car because I do watch my friend's boy. I call him my nephew or whatever. So, okay, I want to stop here real quick just to talk about this real quick. Several years ago, I think it's 8 or 9 years ago now, we had in the Boca Town Center Mall, we had 2 or 3 different incidents of people killed. And one lady actually survived. Her and her kid actually survived. But we had a guy that would come to Town Center Mall, which is like a very high-end mall down here in South Florida. And in parking garages, he would find a mom and a child, and he would hijack, carjack, whatever, take them hostage. I forgot exactly how you call that. But he would take them hostage in the car, and he would use the child to get the parent to do whatever he wanted, meaning get money out of the ATM, drive around, take the car, whatever, and then he murdered them, okay? So the thing here is they tell you, and by they I say like, I guess police officers or child enforcement, things like that, tell you that you have to be very, very careful with children because people will use that to put fear into you to do what they want if they want something from you. So if someone wants to hurt you, if you have a child, you're more likely to get to be a victim of somebody like that. So that was the first thing that went through my head. Okay, there was the first thing when she said, "Do you have a kid back there? Do you have a baby?" She said, "Do you have a baby back there?" The first thing went through my head was like, "Oh my God, are you serious?" Like I go, "No, why?" She said, "Oh, I need a ride. I need a ride so bad. I'm homeless." I thought, bitch, you just told me you had to go to your house to get your wallet and that you left your phone at home, and now you're telling me you're homeless. What? Okay, so you know at this point I'm not giving her a ride. I don't give anybody a ride. I don't care who you are. I don't care how many kids you have with you. I'm sorry. I'm that girl. I'm always going to pick my life first. I would never take a ride with somebody, and I would never give somebody a ride. Just who I am, and I don't... Anybody else that does, that's fine. But for me, I had too many fears of... listen, I've just got to protect myself. That's just how I feel about that. So either way, I wasn't going to give her a ride. But I said, no, my friend's almost here. I'm not... I can't. I'm sorry. We're going to see the sunrise. I can't... Oh, the sunrise, it sounds so pretty. I would love to go. I was like, that ain't happening, girl. It's not happening. And then she says... Oh... I mean, she just would change gears so fast. Oh... I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. I'm homeless, so I haven't eaten. I'm so hungry. I said, well, there's a Starbucks, right? Literally, we were like across. I'm at Starbucks. I'm like, girl, they have great breakfast sandwiches or whatever, and there's other places around here. And she says, no, I need like a big breakfast, Do you have a couple dollars to help me get some breakfast? I said, no, and I didn't. I actually didn't. I don't carry cash on me most of the time. So I was like, no, girl, I don't have any. I'm sorry, I don't have any any cash on me or whatever. And I just was like, I've got to go. My friend's on her way. And that was that. But that was my weird encounter. Like, you know, you got to be scared. Like, what if she would have had a knife on her or a gun? I mean, I would have been dead because I totally was unsuspecting. And that's a scary fucking thing because we see things like that all the time on the news. I mean, maybe not every day, but you see things like that on the news all the time of unsuspecting shit happening like that. So it was pretty scary for me, and especially me being someone who's kind of afraid of stuff like that anyhow, girl. It's kind of frightening for me, so just be really careful, especially if you have kids, because it just reminded me of that whole thing with the Town Center Mall, and when they were telling people, like, if you have children, make sure that you're very, very cautious around you. Always make sure when you have children with you that you are. When I have him with me, I am literally looking over my shoulder 24/7, because they say, especially like where I'm from in this area, because we're close to like international waters and stuff, they tell us that it's very, very, at the beach, everywhere, to be very, very careful, because a snatch and grab, like in a run, is like just seconds. So it sucks to have to live that way. I don't want to live in fear kind of deal, but I also want to be safe and smart to prevent things like that from happening. And that's all I have for you today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this new type of story time video. I think I'm going to do them every once in a while because it's kind of fun to talk about. I mean, our life experiences, isn't that what we're supposed to do? I mean, maybe not. But either way, I love sharing them with you. As always, thank you so, so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, be nice to each other, because remember, nobody likes a fucking asshole. Mwah! Bye!
There's a Starbucks right here. They have great breakfast, like the little breakfast sandwich. Blah, blah, blah.